Well, January is a month for renewing lots of things, a time to set goals and start fresh, which is why it has been deemed Get Organized Month. And we have a man whose specialty is just that. I'd like to welcome back Michael Saunders of Shelf Genie of Columbus, who has lots of different ways to help homeowners get their lives in order. So good to see you, Michael.
Good to see you again, Robin.
So first off, you say getting organized. I thought this was pretty interesting. It's actually the second most common New Year's resolution, right?
Yes, it is.
So right behind weight loss, I'm guessing, is number one.
Which is obviously number one on my
For
list
everybody, I think. So why do you think so many people use this month to kind of get their lives in order?
I mean, everybody's setting New Year's resolutions, and it's kind of a fresh start to the year. And everybody has these goals they want to accomplish by the end of the year, and it's just one of those things that everybody wants to do.
And you are even part of what's called the National Association of Professional Organizers.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
It's a group of professional organizers here in Columbus. There's actually an Ohio chapter. It's a fairly large chapter in Ohio. It's all professional organizers who get together once about every 2 months. We talk about things. But in 2005, this is actually a national association in America. They deemed January Get Organized Month to raise awareness about what it is they do and about getting organized.
And I feel like when people are organized in their lives, in home, everything else kind of follows suit, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Okay. All right, Michael. So let's talk about some of the ways that you help people do that. We'll start off with the most used room in your home, and this is where you guys really have specialties, and that's the kitchen.
Yes. I mean, kitchens are where we do 99% of our work. So let's talk about those goals. So the number one, weight loss. Just think about if we can organize your kitchen, make your kitchen easier for you to use, you're going to enjoy cooking more.
Right.
You're going to cook then healthier. You're not going to be out eating, and it's going to help you with goal number one. So start with goal number two to achieve goal number one.
I like looking at it that way. Okay, so in your kitchen, what kinds of things do you do for folks? We're going to look at some pictures, of course, and you can see people who always have a mess kind of when you first walk in. What can you do?
Yeah, I mean, people are embarrassed to open their cabinets, but we tell them we don't want you to straighten up, clean up before we get there. We want to see the mess because then we know what to fix. What we really look at when we come into a kitchen is zones. We look at where you do what. Where do you do your prep work? Where do you do your cooking? Where do you do your serving? Where do you do all these things? And we want to make sure that all the items you need to do that task are in that area so that you're not running all over the kitchen.
And you always talk about customization, which I think is very important because some people might think it's kind of a one-size-fits-all, but it's not.
No, it's not. You know, yes, cabinets. Another standard vary. So we will physically measure every single space that we're putting a shelf, and we'll build it to fit. Because of that, if there's any kind of obstruction in that cabinet, we can do a notch or a U around that obstruction and really utilize absolutely as much space in that cabinet as possible.
Right, every inch possible you guys make use of. Okay, and while we know you can excel at organizing kitchens, since we talk about you do other areas, let's talk about pantries, because those can be in a kitchen, but they can be in a hallway. They can be anywhere.
Pantries are one of our number one sellers because if you don't know what you have, if you can't go get the things you need, the food product, whatever it is to cook, you get very frustrated. And we walk into pantries and there is just stuff falling and stacked all over. You have no clue what you've got. So we go in, we tidy that up, we group things, we eat up all the dead space with additional shelves. Typically in a pantry, one of those wire rack pantries, we can almost, if not, double the space you have.
And I love, we just saw a before and after picture that started out with somebody who even had file cabinets in their pantry. I mean, people put everything in there.
Oh, absolutely. You never know what you're going to find in a pantry.
And one thing I think people might not know that you also do is bathrooms.
Bathroom vanity. Think about your bathroom vanity home. It's a giant open box. You've got all that little stuff, whether it be makeup, whether it be, you know, medical supplies, you know,
right,
medicine
your pills and
You've
things
got
like
just
that. Yeah.
stuff falling all over the place. We can come in and help you organize that.
Okay, Michael, the one thing I want to make sure that we mention is that you always offer great deals for daytime viewers.
We do. It's actually home show season for us.
Yeah.
The best deal we ever offer all year round is if you book an appointment at a home show, we give you free installation, which is twice as good as any advertised promotion we run. We're extending that same offer to Daytime Columbus viewers. Call when you call, tell them you're calling from Daytime, and you'll receive free installation on anything you decide to purchase.
All right, that's amazing. Michael, the website, best place to probably send people to start. It's up on the screen.
Absolutely, all kinds of pictures and things you can see there.
Okay, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.